Bam, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening, everybody? To all my friends and fans on Instagram and Facebook Live. This is yours truly, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement, bringing it to you from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, in the real basement that I grew up in. This is no joke. This is the show, and this is what we do. I have a guest on my show today. We're going to talk to him, and we're going to get real with what's going on with this young, up-and-coming superstar in the music world. In just a second, I just want to hope that everybody, and say to everybody, I hope you're cool, because it is at least another day of 105 degrees all the way out here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Absolutely out of control. But we got a big show tonight right here in Springfield, New Jersey. That's right, me, New Jersey's funniest lawyer, John Bramnick, and the wonderfully talented, gorgeous, and funny Pam DeButts. We are all live tonight at 8 o'clock at the Comedy Cove in Springfield, New Jersey. But getting to, hello, Robin. Hey, Mark. How you doing? It's nice to see you. No air? What are you talking about? You can't hear me? There's one of the DeFilippos. Is that your mom?
That's my mom.
Hey, Mom. How you doing?
Hi, Mom.
All right. Well, let's just get real with the guest right now, since Mommy's watching this show. And I wish my mom was watching the show right now. She'd be very proud that two legends from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, are on a talk show live from the basement that my mother taught me how to make sauce, meatballs, raviolis, all kinds of chicken cutlets, the whole 9 yards. And now we're down here hanging around with, ladies and gentlemen, this is the legend himself coming out of Scotch Plains. You should see this kid play and sing. This is Billy Wilkins. Say hello to everybody here.
How you doing, everybody? It's good to be here.
He's down in the basement. Look at this.
Basement.
Love from New Jersey already. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Heather, how are you? This is Billy Wilkins. Say hello. Yeah, there's some people from foreign countries. They're saying it's a different time zone.
Yeah,
so we got a little bit crazy. Okay, so we decided we'd do a little interview with an up-and-coming celebrity here in the basement. So let's talk and have some fun with Billy Wilkins. All right, tell us a little bit. First of all, where you born and raised? You a regular guy?
Born and raised in Scotch Plains. I think overlook. I was came into the world. Still here.
That's fantastic, right? All right, so he went to the same high school as I. Did you go to Park Junior High too?
Oh, no, I went to Terrell.
Terrell, okay, that's just a different school. I didn't go there. I went to Park Junior High. For everybody who's watching on all these different shows, we got 4 cameras running right now. I met Billy because they were having a fundraiser over at the high school, and also a retirement for a teacher that we have in common, the band teacher, Mr. Tortoriello, Vinny T, who was actually affectionately called throughout his career at the high school, Mr. T. And like the rest of Mr. T. Yeah, you know what? In fact, when we went to school, at least in my day, before your time, the A-Team was actually on television. So, Mr. T himself was actually on the TV show, The A-Team, and we're calling the high school teacher Mr. T. Great guy. Taught everybody, you know, not only how to be a great musician, music, singing, but he really made you feel good about coming through school and getting ready to go into the future. And obviously it worked with this young man, because he's pursuing his career as an entertainer. So tell us what's going on.
Oh my God, it's been a crazy couple months. So, where do I start?
Well, you can tell everybody who's watching my show. I know your friends and your fans on your show right now are watching you, which is really, really great. But Billy here is, I watched him perform. He plays the guitar and he does original music, and he's absolutely fantastic. And we all know that it's hard to pursue a career in stand-up comedy and in music. So let's take us to high school.
Okay.
And start from there.
All right, let's see. High school with Mr. T. Let's see. Oh, well, all right. So for the longest time, I just wanted to be a guitar player, you know? So I was just practicing playing guitar all day, sitting in my room, doing the thing. Then eventually one day it kind of dawned upon me, you know, you got to do a little more than just play guitar. I want to be more than just a guitar player, you know? So I start learning how to sing and this and that, and I start writing my own music. And now all this time later, here we are. And I just put out I think it was like my 8th song, but this was the first time I put a song out with a record label backing it. And so I recorded it with Grammy Award-winning producer Jerry Wanda, and we put out a nice music video filmed by Max Sainville, and we just put it out. I think we're about to break 200,000 views on it.
Well, see, that's fantastic. I mean, that's something that people a long time ago didn't have. The platform of Instagram, the platform of Facebook and stuff like that. Now you're at 300,000 views. That means people actually really like your music, and you're getting out there and putting it out there in a completely different way than most people could have some time ago, that's just fantastic that you got that.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing. Like, just, I mean, looking back at like how, it must be a big change even for you too, like the way that putting the content out has changed everything. Now you never know who's going to see something. You post a video, now all of a sudden you've got people in Mexico watching, you've got people in Italy watching, it's all over.
Well, that's one of the greatest things, yes, because now with the social media, we can have people in Mexico, yes, if they get reception through that, I don't know, wall or something, shit that they were calling like that. And, I got friends and fans writing in from different parts of the world too, which is really great. You get these emails from Australia. Yesterday, we had this one guy, he writes into the show all the time. He's from Saudi Arabia, which is absolutely hilarious. And he writes in, you figure the time zone's 12 hours different. And that's really, really great. See, right now, here's Robin, and she's asking, do you have any advice for a 15-year-old kid who is aspiring to be a rapper?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A rapper? I mean, the best thing you could possibly do is just keep posting content, no matter like what it is. Even if you don't think it's good, just keep going. And then eventually, the more and more you do it, the better you're going to get. And you'll see how people react to it. And I think the most important thing overall is to just be open-minded to every kind of music. I think music today is such a big melting pot, and everybody's pulling from different influences. You've got people pulling from hip-hop and jazz and putting it all in a blender, and that's what you're getting coming out.
Well, that's great advice. And right now you're getting some fan mail right here on my show, and they're asking, and this is Trey Cool. This is the guy who writes in all the time from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, my God.
This is Billy Wilkins. Billy Wilkins is the name. A lot of people are asking what your name is because they chimed into the show a little late.
Okay, yeah.
This is Billy Wilkins. He's from my hometown here in Scotch Plains. Yeah.
Both Scotch Plains, born and raised.
He's talking to us also about how he wrote these songs. Now, that's something I'd like to know. Now, of course, I write my own stand-up material, but I've never written a song. I wish I could write a song. What actually inspires you to come up with words for a song?
Oh, my God.
And what's the first thing? Because a lot of people are probably like, hey, do you write a love song? Do you write a ballad? Do you write a rock and roll tune? What is it?
I think, well, I found at least the best way for me to write, as of recently, what I've been doing is like, first I make, maybe I'll just play a couple chords on the guitar, right? Then I'll be with a producer, right? And they'll throw together a beat over it. And then once I kind of get the vibe over what kind of song we're going to have, I think the words kind of just come. I don't really like to go into the studio preset, okay, I want to write a love song or I want to write a anti-love song, I just kind of get in there and whatever comes out, comes out. I think that's the most honest way to let it happen.
Look at Trey Cool from Saudi Arabia saying he's a drummer. I'm focused on punk rock. Check that out.
Hey.
Punk rock, that's great. You know what? I wish I could be a rapper. I would be like the Italian rapper. I would call myself Ice Pick.
Ice Pick. Like Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, Ice T. How about Guinea Tea? Guinea
That's
Tea.
Good.
I don't even know if that would work in any other state but New Jersey, but the Guinea Tea.
The Guinea Tea, it's a staple.
How do we get to listen to your music? Where are you?
You can find me everywhere. You look on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. Just type in Billy Wilkins, and you can find it all there. And yeah, or YouTube or on my Instagram at Willie G Wilkes. I post a lot there.
Look at the guy from Saudi Arabia, Iced Pizza.
Iced pizza.
Yeah, iced pizza. We're gonna write a rap song about eating pizza.
How do you feel about cold pizza? What do you think?
I love cold pizza.
You like cold pizza?
How could you not like pizza in general? You got Heather writing in. She's dying to listen to some of your music. Check that out.
Please do, Heather. Listen to all of them.
CM Mexican, how are you? Haven't seen or spoken to you in quite some time. Folks, if you want to get involved and listen to Billy Wilkins, he is a great, great performer. I saw him on stage. I was very impressed where we were. We just were hanging out over at the feast over at St. Bart's. And a lot of the young performers in the area, like our forefather or the legend who came from this town, Pat Denizio, who was in the Smithereens, unfortunately passed away, I guess it's close to maybe 6-8 months ago. But he was the lead singer and the face and the voice and the songwriter of the Smithereens. And now Billy Wilkins is now in that chair right now. There's a lot of pressure on him. He's got some big shoes to fill, and he's going to do it. He's a good-looking guy. He's young. How old are you?
What'd you say?
How old are you?
21.
He's only 21 years old. He's got a lifetime of cutting albums and hanging out, rocking and rolling, playing local bars and dives and stuff like this.
It's funny. So the other night when we were at the Italian festival, the broadcasters were playing. And those guys, ever since I was 13, 14 years old, they let me go up and play during their intermission at the Italian festival, just like the other kids did.
Yes, I saw you. I saw you playing at the Italian festival. I guess it was either last year or the year before.
A long time
That's
ago.
when I started to find out who you are and what you're doing.
That was when Pat Denizio let me go.
He was still alive. That's right. A question for Billy. What do you think of Green Day?
I love Green Day.
I love Green Day. Who doesn't love Green Day?
If you don't like Green Day, what are you doing?
I mean, come on. Good question.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, somebody just jacked up my phone. I think your mom is writing in over here. She's saying, make him tell you what My Only Heart is about. Oh, is that one of his songs?
Yeah.
Tell us about My Only Heart. This is an original song written by Billy Wilkins.
My mom, she likes this one because it's like she's kind of one of the characters in the song.
Oh.
So she loves it. But, so I dropped out. I didn't drop out. I left Berklee College of Music because I wanted to pursue music I just wanted to start working, So
after Scotch Plains High, you went to Berklee?
I went to Berklee for a year. I get home, and I kind of, at first, just jumping into the music business, it's kind of, I guess I was kind of shell-shocked. I didn't really know how to start. And I kind of drove myself crazy, and I got into a little slump. I stopped believing in myself for a little bit. Then on New Year's Eve, I think of going into 2016, I drank an entire bottle of Ciroc. And I got Ciroc.
Ciroc.
Yeah, and I woke up the next morning with my mom kind of screaming at me, and I wrote a song about it. But it's about, that was like the pivotal moment. After that, I was like, all right, got to start working. Time to get my act together.
Right.
But
well, you around 18, 19, 20, 21, that's when you really get in the groove. Right now, you got some of my fans actually asking, what are your contacts? What's your information? Good morning, Melbourne, Australia. See some Australia,
hey.
Saudi Arabia. Say hello to Billy Wilkins.
Hello, Australia. That's crazy.
See, and here's Heather. It's great to see people pursuing their career at his young age. Once again, while people go in and out, where can we find Mr. Billy Wilkins other than Mike Marino Live?
Find me on Spotify and Apple Music, Billy Wilkins, or find me on any social media at Willie G. Wilkes. And that's probably the best way to get me.
Willie G. Wilkes. But how about you got a website, right?
Yeah, that too, BillyWilkins.com.
BillyWilkins.com. I said it wrong. BillyWilkins.com. We Willie Wilkins. So I can't even say it.
We Willie.
There you got Tone is saying good morning from another country.
Good morning.
And here's Marianne. Hi, Marianne. And yes, you guys can all come to the show tonight. Just show up at the door. A lot of people were calling me today asking me about tonight's show over at the club. The comedy club, which is called the Comedy Cove, right there in Springfield. Hopefully you guys will come. You might even get to meet Billy Wilkins. He might be hanging around. I'm hoping he's coming to the show. I hope he's coming to the show.
I can't wait for this.
Somehow he's going to be on the guest list. I don't know how he does this, but we're going to make that happen. But tell us, we got Billy. He's on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. He's got 100,000 hits on YouTube. What do you got going on? 200,000. Yeah. I got to get on his YouTube channel, right? I want to be on Billy's YouTube channel. I'm MikeMarinoLive.net. Mike Marino Live. Mike Marino Live. I'm Mike Marino Live until the day I die. Then I'm Mike Marino dead, and nobody writes to me anymore. That would suck.
That's actually a very true point. I never thought about it like that.
He's got a new song out right now. This is the song I think he was talking about called Dark Skies with Jerry Wanda.
Jerry Wanda.
He's the producer?
Yes, the super producer, celebrity super producer. So it's funny, the way I got linked up with Jerry. Wait a minute. You got somebody question over here. Do you recommend Berklee? Hell yeah. Well, it depends what you want to go for.
The school he quit.
Well, hang on. No, I love Berklee. But the reason I left, I mean, if you want to do what I'm kind of doing, or like what I aspire to look like the way like a Bruce Springsteen kind of paved the way, or like Bon Jovi. Look at like any frontman, and I guess it's different if you're an independent artist going to school. But if you want to go to school to be like an engineer for mixing, or a producer, or a manager, or any kind of music lawyer, I think it's the best thing you could possibly do. Or even like video game composition. That's a huge one too. I think it's totally worth it if you go for that. But if you want to be a solo artist and you want to do like pop music, I don't think it's the way to go.
Right now, you got this lady, Robin Lake. Hi, Robin. How are you? She's asking, when is your next Jersey show? Mine or his?
Actually, I think I've got a bit of time before. The next Jersey show I'll be at Sheelan's Crossing. And actually here in Scott Plains, Fanwood, I'm going to be playing On the Bridge on November 3rd, I believe.
And who do you play with? Who's in your band?
Oh, my God. I have a great band, man. It took me a while to find these guys, but over time, the pieces kind of came together, and I've got a really good group right now. So I have, on the drums, I've got this kid, John Laurie from Hillsborough. He's a nut, man. I'll be playing a song, I turn around, this kid's standing on top of his drum set, throwing his sticks, doing all kinds of crazy stuff behind me. I had no idea. And then I got Vegas on bass. I don't actually know what Vegas's last name is. He doesn't really tell anybody.
Isn't that great? He's got a guy in his band, you don't really know his name.
He wears a captain's hat, though. That's all I really know.
He's the captain of Las Vegas.
He's the captain of a lot of things. And then I've got Jake Brown, also from Scotch Plains, on the guitar with me also.
Well, that's great. You got some fan mail coming in over here. Robin, yes. I think if you go to BillyWilkins.com, is that correct? BillyWilkins.com. You'll see his performance schedule, and you find out where he's performing.
Exactly. Everything's right there. Go check it out.
That's great. And I'm performing tonight, if you're here in New Jersey, at the Comedy Cove in Springfield, New Jersey. And tomorrow night, I'm hosting the Italian Festival in Hoboken, New Jersey. Other than that, everything is at MikeMarino.net. Subscribe to the newsletter, and you will always know when I'm doing a show like this, when I got people coming on the show, who's coming on the show, some of my celebrity friends like Billy, and also when I'm performing in your neighborhood. He's going to make that happen. Let's do a quick shout out to a sponsor. All right, everybody, let's just lean and wait a minute. Here's Markland Scotch Plains. Okay. You know Markland. Markland is a great talk show host, a lot better than I'll ever be. He's absolutely sensational and fantastic. They call him Mr. Direct. So say hello to Markland right here. Next Bobby Brown. I want to be the. Oh, he's saying he wants to be the next Bobby Brown. How can I make that happen? Hey, Mike, make Markland Bobby Brown. LOL. Well, hey, listen. What you do is come on my show, and we'll talk all about that. Right now, Jody Longo is writing into the show, and her son's going to be on the 6 o'clock podcast, and we're going to be talking all about her son, what he does, and his charitable organization for autistic children, which is going to be very interesting when he comes on the show. So stay tuned. I'll be back at 6 o'clock to do another podcast. Right now, we want to do a quick shout out to one of my sponsors. So we get to make that happen. How funny is this? Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to buy a house, if you need to sell a house, if you want to rent a house, if you want to have Billy Wilkins play the guitar in front of your property.
Sure, I'll show up.
He will. Just go to Barbara and Jim Mulcahy. They are from RE/MAX. RE/MAX Integrity Advantage. Don't forget, give them a call. 908-665-0600. Again, that's Barb and Jim Mulcahy at RE/MAX Integrity Advantage, 908-665-0600 or www.sellwithmulcahy. All right, back to you, C.
Advertising.
Yes, we got to advertise. We got to make some money. And right now, one of your friends is writing into the show, Johnny T. Novello, from the. What's the name of his band? Those are the 3 kids that were playing the Novello Brothers. No, not the Broadcasters, the sons of the Broadcasters. Clean Sweep. Clean Sweep. We got to have them on the show. These 13-year-old kids, inspired by him, were on stage just kicking some serious ass at the Italian Festival. And one kid looked like Paul McCartney. It was unbelievable.
They played that one Hendrix song. Nobody plays that song. I told them, I was like, if the Castles made a sound, my favorite Hendrix song ever. I've never seen anybody cover that song.
And you wonder why even kids that age know Jimi Hendrix's movie. They're only kids.
They never brought up right. They know.
Billy, your aunt tells me you are a talented man. Good to see you. I heard you at the tavern a few weeks back. Great talent. Well, there you go. You get some fan mail on my show. That's what we want to hear. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a good place.
And these are your friends and fans. What's going on, everybody? Go ahead.
Top 3 guitar players. Hard, man.
So the question here on another channel is, who are the top 3 guitar players in his opinion?
I don't know. That's really hard. All right. If I had to pick. All right. I'm going to say,
Stevie Van Zandt. Stevie Van Zandt from the E Street Band.
I'm going to say that, all right. Number 1
Nils Lofgren.
Nils Lofgren is a beast. But, I'd say Sean Lane is number one, then Guthrie Govan, and then number three is hard. It's really hard. I'm gonna say Lenny Bro.
Well, I don't know who Lenny Bro is, but if he's saying he's good, he's good. Check this out. Right now, writing into the show is some fellow entertainers who I think are extremely funny. The Uncle Vinny Louie Show. I'm sorry, the Uncle Louie Show. I said Uncle Vinny. I don't know why I said Uncle Vinny. Their coffee is right here.
Oh, get out of here.
Check this out. These guys got their own coffee.
What do I have to do to get my own coffee?
You got to make your own coffee. It's called For Coffee Special Blend. Right? Isn't that hilarious? These guys are unbelievable. www.theunclelouisvarietyshow.com. Not only can you laugh, not only can you watch this comedy duo do some great, funny shit, you can pick yourself up some coffee. Right, because we're going for coffee. We're gonna go for coffee later. This is the shit. Yeah, I could go for it. Yeah, right. I could go for a fucking coffee right now.
The amount of coffee I think.
That's right. They're saying thank you. This is Billy Wilkins. I have him on my show as a guest. He's only 21 years old. He already wrote 8 songs. Had 300,000 people watching him play the guitar and sing songs and be in a band. And we're having a lot of fun with him on the show. And we're also on Instagram Live, Mike Marino Live on Facebook, and we're on his show over here.
Fucking coffee.
Yeah, fucking coffee. I don't know if we can curse on your show or not, but we're getting triple volume here on shows. And not only are we on these 3 shows, but I do have to make mention, we are on a couple of other shows. You can watch and listen to me and Billy today on ddvradio.com. So on Thursday night, which is tonight at 8 o'clock, if you're not watching me live over at the Comedy Cove, you're listening to ddvradio.com. Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. Also, we are on ItalianAmericanRadio.com.
Hey.
So, yeah, hey, fuck coffee. For coffee. This is Laurel DeFilippo. Hi, Billy. She's saying, and hi, Mike. We're going to have her on the show tomorrow. She can be on the show tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun. She's got stories to tell, too. She's got stories. She's got gossip about everything that's going on down here in Scotch Plains.
She's writing a book. About her life.
Oh, check this out. Corrado Canarella. If that's not an Italian name, I don't know what is.
I don't know.
Corrado Canarella. He's going to be at my show at Monterey Lodge. I believe that's November 2nd in Pennsylvania. Thank you so much. That's going to be great. You know what? We sold out 50% of that theater already. Thank you, Lord, which is really, really good. And actually, we're sold out tonight over at the Comedy Cove. But you know what, folks? Fuck them. We'll stand against the wall. We could do this. We could do this. Billy Wilkins is going to be there. You can sit. All you young kids, get over there. You can get an autograph from him. He's going to come with his guitar. And we're going to do shout-outs to him from stage. We're going to have a lot of fun. You can find out when he's performing. We're all going to be there drinking for coffee.
That's true.
For coffee. For coffee.
I like that.
All right? Hey, let's do a shout-out to some of my sportswear. Hey, how you doing over there, Mike and Billy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
You know, it's funny. He actually phonetically wrote it that way. Can you see that? How you doing over
how you doing? Yeah.
Here,
over
Mike and Billy? We're doing good. How you doing?
Oh, no, how you doing?
No, how you doing?
No, how you doing?
No, hey. Singer-songwriter. Listen, if you can't make it to the show tonight and you want to come and celebrate Make America Italian Again, we're going to get some of these shirts going. Make America Italian Again. Go to www.mikemarino.net. Yo, Mikey, what's up? How you doing? And you can pick up these shirts. They come in sizes for guys. They come in sizes for girls. And for the girls, we got the matching panty. Hey, he's laughing.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, everybody thinks I'm kidding.
I got to do it.
Get the back. Panties. It says MikeMarino.net. Right on the ass. Right on the ass. This way, when somebody's taking them off your ass, it says, oh, get the back. What does that mean? He's a great guest, man.
Good for every situation.
Good for him. And it says, Make America Italian Again, right on the crotch, right there by the crotch. So pick yourself up some panties, some shirts by going to MikeMarino.net. Do you have any merchandise for sale there, Billy?
Not yet. Not at my shows, I do. I don't have it with me, though.
Oh, well, okay. What do you sell at your show?
I got cups. I got flash drives with all my music on them. I got T-shirts. I want to get hoodies. I love hoodies. Big hoodie guy. but I don't have any hoodies yet.
Isn't it funny how times have changed? When I was a kid and I was 21, it wasn't called a hoodie. You know what it was called? Sweatshirt.
It's like that too.
Sweatshirt with a hood.
Sweatshirt.
Or maybe a button down, a zip up.
Sounds nice. I think I like it. But yeah, no, it's all about the hoodie. And perfect studio wear.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I go into the studio, I go, and why am I here? I don't record. I was in the studio a couple times watching other singers record. I've been lucky enough to be the opening act for a lot of celebrities, and while they're doing their act and singing, I go on stage, open up the show, work up the crowd, but I never really recorded with them, but it was a lot of fun to be part of that, and who knows, maybe someday I'll open for Billy Wilkins' band.
Or maybe I'll open up.
Oh, that can happen too. I'd like to see the broadcasters on stage with me. I'd like to see Clean Sweep on stage with me. I'd like to be on stage with Billy Wilkins. I wish we had known, because tomorrow night over at the Hoboken Italian Festival, I will be on stage with a bunch of singers. I'm actually hosting the show. They come out, they do their thing, and I do jokes in between each act while they set up. So let's do some more shout outs to Billy and where you can see where he's going and what he expects. First of all, what is the future of Billy Wilkins? What do you want? What's your goal?
My goal? Well, all right. Well, I have so many songs recorded right now that are just getting the finishing touches. I probably have enough for like 2 albums right now, but it's just, I think they're gonna come out as singles for the most part. So I need to figure out the next release, which I think we know which one it's gonna be now. So I'm really excited. But yeah, so we got to do that. I recorded a couple songs with my friend from Berkeley, John Flynn, and I also have a bunch going on with that producer, Jerry Wanda. So we're trying to get everybody together onto all the tracks and get a release date. I'm hoping for Halloween. I might have a nice Halloween theme song. Halloween. I
love Halloween.
How you doing? But no, I think if I could get a Halloween release with a cool Halloween video, that'd be pretty cool. So that's my short-term goal right now.
Hey, you know what? There is a band, and I'd like to do this with you, and this is why I'm going to mention it. There's a band in Italy. Hopefully they're going to write into the show. The band is called Rumaterra, and they wrote a song called Ciao Bella Bella, Italian Boys in L.A. And they wrote this song, and they contacted me on Facebook, and they actually mentioned my name in the song. And in the lyrics, it says, I want to drink vino with Mike Marino and Reno. And I'm like, holy crap, these guys like my ass. So I was like, this is cool.
What is it?
Well, you got a fan mail here.
Give us more. The killer guitar sound. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming.
It's coming.
The shred pop is coming.
I don't know what shred pop is, but we're going to shred that pop.
That's right. We're going to pop it.
Pop it.
Shred. Yeah.
Pop. A lot of shit's popping.
Oh, the shit's really popping. Just wait. Oh, it's so good. Just wait.
So Rumaterra writes this song, and then they came to LA and they did their music video, and I got to play me in the music video. It's very easy to play me. I knew exactly what to do, so that was really, really cool.
I want to play you.
So we're gonna have you're gonna have to wait for me to die. Let's do a reality show. What happened to Mike Marino? Yeah, might be a good idea. But so this is really, really great. And I'm glad that everybody watched the show this afternoon, because I want you to tune into what this young kid is going to do. And we were talking about his future. So acting, I don't know, you want to do?
I'd love to act someday.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd love to have, if the opportunity ever came the way, I'll take it in a heartbeat.
What is like a young guy like you who plays the guitar, let's say, in the business world? Who do you aspire to be?
Who do I aspire to be? I mean,
be like.
Be like?
Like, who is your idol?
My idol? Oh my God, that's really hard. I think I look at like Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars, or just Ed Sheeran, for example. Like the way it's one person, and he can sell out Madison Square Garden and play to however many people that is by himself and keep people entertained that entire time.
Yeah.
I aspire to have the balls to do that. You know, that's insane.
Well, see, like I think of things like Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel,
him too. When it comes to
George Michael, rest in peace. I like that. You remind me of like you could be like a George Michael. He was badass.
He was badass.
And he performed alone.
Oh hell yeah.
Until when he was done with Wham.
You know, I'm gonna have my band with me always, but it's just I aspire to be able to be able to do that, something like that someday, to be on that same caliber.
Right.
So I wanna shoot for that.
Well, hey, man, those are some great goals. I mean, you remind me of Sting.
I like Sting a lot.
Sting and Stevie Ray Vaughan, See, people are writing in what they think you could aspire to be like. I mean, everybody's inspired by somebody. Even the big stars will tell you they were inspired by somebody.
We got to look at the people that even the road for, even like Pat from here. He was a good example. He broke through. He did. He was the first one from here to do it.
Right now, we're actually getting a write-in from a fellow entertainer who's a magician.
Oh.
Check this guy out. Anthony Prosciutto. No, I'm only kidding. Prosciutti. He's an incredible mind-boggling magician, and he's with a booker who books me on a lot of different shows. His name is Tony Napoli, and they're watching the show right now. And as you can see, I got a young up-and-coming singer-songwriter on the show, and those guys manage or handle these guys from For Coffee. It's the best name, but I'm not even saying it right. It's not even. I'm not even doing it justice, because here in New Jersey we say, "Where you going?" "Oh, I'm going for coffee." But that's not what they mean. These guys are Italian. This means something totally different. This is probably the real deal when the old Italian lady says to the son, "I fuck off. I fuck off. I would go fuck off." And I think that's the way they're saying it. I can't do their comedy justice because these guys are brilliant, but that's a little taste of it, and you guys can do it too just by going to www.theunclelouisvarietyshow.com. Or if you want to listen to some music, and when you want to find out where you're going to go find some good music and watch a young up-and-coming singer who's sitting with me right now, you're going to go to www.billywilkins.com.
And don't be afraid to play stuff that you don't think you're ready to play. Just
Are you getting asked for questions?
yeah.
Some comments on daily guitar.
Just focus on your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. I think honestly the thing that probably helped me the most is just find like backing tracks or just jam over songs you like and just play a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And that'll make you a lot better.
That's really nice of you. You know, a lot of people write into me and they ask, how could I get into stand-up comedy? And it's the same thing. You go out every night, you find an open mic. Right. There's going to be a dirty, dingy bar in the middle of somewhere, and you get up on that stage and you bomb. You're going to bomb, and you just fucking love every minute of bombing, because that's the joy. Because eventually,
you find the joy in the bomb.
Yeah. But did you bomb?
I bombed so many times.
Did you go to open mics a lot when you were a kid?
I did all that.
See, so there's open mics for stand-up comedy. Of course, there's open mics for singers. And when the singers go up there, they might test out a new song, and there might be some drunk guy going, "That shit sucks."
Here we go. My first gig ever. I was at a nursing home. I played for all the old people, and I played like Vienna by Billy Joel or something like that. And the old people are screaming, like just like crazy. Like, I guess they're a little bit out, but they're screaming stuff. And this one guy's like, "Oh, shut up! I'm trying to sleep." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was like, probably 11 or 12. It was terrifying, man. The old guys, they don't care. They'll roast you.
Well, but that's what makes you strong.
Oh, yeah.
That makes what makes me good. Right now, you see here's a drummer writing in from back in the high school days, Jim Hartson. He was an unbelievable drummer. Hey, Jim, if you're watching right now and you can hear me, believe it or not, last night here in the basement, Jeff Muller and Jim Lauricella, the three of us got together after, 25 years of being out of high school, laughing, joking, talking all about the original Drumline, 1980, 1981, when we had absolutely no idea what the fuck we were doing. But it was one of the greatest times of my life. Excursion Limousines, what's going on? You know what, folks? If anybody out there wants to sponsor the show, all you have to do is instant message me, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. We have 6 sponsors. We go around the world entertaining. We could use a limousine sponsor. I just thought about that. That would be really, really cool. But here it is. It's 5 o'clock, and we do have to end this show. We got to get going. So let's just do a nice shout out to everybody who came in and watched the show this afternoon and had something really, really nice to say. It's 100 degrees outside here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, so you got to watch out, folks. A lot of people not feeling good. You feel sick to your stomach. You want to nap, and it's just not right. But be careful. Drink a lot of water and all that bullshit. Go get yourself some coffee and listen to the music of Billy Wilkins. So, Billy, shout out and tell everybody. Tell them.
Billy Wilkins. You can find me on all social media at Willie D. Wilkes. Or just type in my name, Billy Wilkins, on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, whatever you can listen to music on, you'll find me.
And the same thing here. You can go to MikeMarino.net and follow me on all social media at Mike Marino Live. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel and you watch the TV series, Make America Italian Again. You're going to laugh your asses off. And that's right, Jim Hartzing. We had a big thing going on here last night. Instant message me, dude. I'll send you some pictures of the 3 legends who were down here in the basement. We got to get going. I'm Mike Marino. Thank you so much for everybody for watching live from my mother's basement.
Live from the mama's basement.
Remember, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? Come on, you can say it with me, Bill. Come on, everybody, write in. Write in. I usually say, don't take no shit from nobody. We got to wait from the right. Hello, nice. Where is it? Where is it, you mothers? Come on, everybody, say it. All right, we got to get going. Remember, don't take no shit from nobody. See you.
Oh, my God. They see how I love people. Bye, people.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.